What's up everyone, SKULM here. I am sharing this secret method as a feedback to Blizzard so they fix it. In the background, you can see me farming infinite obducides in Hell Tides. If you think consuming the materials opal, also known as the green opal, makes open world monsters drop obducide, you're wrong. This is a super secret method that I have discovered myself and proven it with the help of my friends that you see in the video. You need to watch this video without skipping. We did not consistently use this method, but we calculated that with multiple groups, you can farm up to 500,000 obducide under 1 hour. I am releasing this information as a feedback to Blizzard and hope that they fix it. I have proof that this method still works in the latest patch. Neither me nor my friends are using this secret method, and we do not encourage anyone to use it. I am sharing this method with you for purely idealistic and theoretical reasons because this goes deeper than you think. We stumbled upon this by accident and just want to address this issue since we could not discover any other source covering this method. We strongly recommend you do not try what I'm about to show you. Let's begin. So how it works, if you click this video, just to quickly know how it works, I gotcha. The method works by saving and transferring Kurast Undercity buffs. I have collected enough proof for my hypothesis, so I will address it as my theory from now on. My theory is that you can save and transfer the Kurast Undercity buff. This also applies to Mythic uniques, which will be covered towards the end of the video. You will basically get infinite Mythic unique drops. Anyway, let us begin how we accomplish it. I am releasing this information as a feedback to Blizzard because I have no other way of reaching them. I am not a Diablo partner, I do not have any special access to communication with them. This is why I am making a video with enough proof to show how serious this is. Right now, I will play a video clip from the latest patch with Burning Butcher buff and Halloween event. The method is not fixed and still works with latest patch. Step 1. As you can see in step 1, everyone logs in and you form a party. Everyone in the party consumes the green materials opal. Step 2, you go to a Tormented boss instance. In this video we did Varshan, but it can be any other Tormented boss as well. Just go there and make sure everyone is inside. Once everyone is inside, the party leader spawns the boss. Kill the boss, collect your loot, use town portal to move out. Step 3. Everyone moves to the entrance of Kurast Undercity. The party leader uses the refinement tribute which grants materials. Do not use any bargains. This will make the game assign a secret hidden buff to you once you're inside the Undercity. Once you're inside, clear Undercity, then use town portal to move out. Step 4. Now the party leader opens a nightmare dungeon. The experience well buff in nightmare dungeons may also play a role for the last step, so we recommend a Nahantu dungeon. But we tested it with older dungeons and the method still works. Go into the nightmare dungeon and clear the majority of the dungeon. Do not complete the dungeon. While the dungeon is running, teleport out with town portal and move to the outer world. This will essentially let you save your buffs and retain them on other places. Step 5. In step 5, we choose to go to Hell Tides because there are a lot of elites, especially when your threat meter maxes out. The elites drop the most obducides in this method, so we want a lot of elites. Be very careful not to go to locations where you do not zone out. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you zone out, there's a possibility that you close the nightmare dungeon and you will lose the buffs, okay? So you do not want to zone out, you do not want to enter other instances, for example. You can open a new nightmare dungeon to retain the buff. That's an option. Anyway, during Helltide, you can play around Blood Maiden or find Hell Spires. Everyone in the party maxes their threat meter and the Giga Obducide farm begins. Your secret Kurast Undercity buff merges with Nightmare Dungeons and makes every elite in the outer world drop obducides as well. I take full credit for discovering this method and share this with my friends you see in the video who have helped me prove it. This video is released one day in advance to channel members who have clicked the join button and paid 1 cup of coffee a month. Subscribing to my channel is completely free. However, if you click the join button, you get early access to videos like this. This method also works with parties less than 4 members, but you may need additional steps and I will not explain everything here. For solo, you need 3 more extra steps to make this work, but I will not share it here. As you can see, this is a very serious issue because people can organize multiple 4-player groups and they can all meet in the same Helltide. Imagine 20, 36 players all coordinated and meet in the same Helltide while maxing their threat meters. That farm alone can potentially net millions of obducides to players. I hope Blizzard watches this video and fixes this as soon as possible. We did not use this method any more than it is needed to record video proof. So, on the next one I'm gonna talk about disabling pit bosses. In this clip you can see me disable a pit boss which cannot calculate its next attack mechanic because the game enters into an error loop. I will not explain how it is done, but some super smart players will have already figured it out just by watching this video. This method breaks pit bosses and all echo mechanics and essentially turns them into target dummies. Pit bosses become a completely free kill and you can easily complete the pit and get your pit rewards and titles. I personally do not use this method for my pit pushes and always record my kills. However, this method can be used by other people, so I hope Blizzard fixes it. Again, I'm covering these because I do not see any other source covering these bugs or whatever. So I am trying to make a video out of it. I am not encouraging you guys to try it. I am making a video out of it to show it and prove it to Blizzard so that they fix it. Against world bosses, the method breaks your camera, but still applies and breaks the boss. The game enters into an error loop and cannot decide what to do next. We do not encourage you to try or use this. I just use this to show proof to Blizzard so they fix it. I will repeat this warning many times. How to get infinite mythic uniques to drop. I do have the recording. I am not going to show the recording in this video because it is actually disgusting and I do not want to encourage anyone to try this. But for academic and theoretical purposes, I'm going to talk about it. This method can also be applied to make tormented bosses drop infinite mythic uniques. For this to work, you need to start by opening a tormented boss instance and kill a few bosses in the tormented boss instance. Do not reset the instance and just teleport out to Kurast. While you're in the Kurast, you're gonna use the tributes, which makes mythic items, mythic unique items drop, with a chance to drop mythic unique items. You will not use any bargain. So use the tribute of mythic unique with no bargain. Start your Kurast Undercity. In the meantime, the boss instance is still active. The game assigns a secret hidden buff that massively increases the character's chance to get a mythic unique item, okay? Once you have that tribute active. But again, you have a boss instance active as well in the background. We tested this and calculated that once you save and transfer the buff, you get around 60 to 70% mythic unique drop chance. We saw back-to-back chain mythic unique drops up to 25 runs. I have the recording, I am not going to show you. And again, it is actually disgusting to see such a thing exist. For fairness, we did not even salvage mythic drops and just dropped them on the floor and logged out because I think that's an unfair advantage. I do not want to be a part of that. I do not want to encourage anyone to do that. I'm just releasing this video for information purposes only. I just used this method to test it and verify it so I can prove it to Blizzard. We did not take any advantage of this. We dropped all items on the floor and logged out. Conclusion. As you can see, the game has many more bugs that are crazy. I just wanted to record this video to prove my theory and hope that this reaches Blizzard and they fix it as soon as possible. I do not encourage anyone to try this because this farm method is clearly unintentional. Hopefully other content creators will address this issue as well by also crediting me, because I found it with my group. Nobody would let players farm millions of obducide under 1 hour. My advice to Blizzard is to improve their masterworking system with tier resets and other quality of life changes so that people do not resort to these types of methods. Hopefully this will be fixed soon. If you liked this video and watched it all the way, consider subscribing to the channel. It is completely free. You can also join my Discord and meet other GigaSmart players like yourself. Anyway, that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.